Good morning, everyone, and welcome back for your weekly energy forecast. So, as we do every week, we are going to check the energetic weather for this week for all of us, and let's see what influences there are, and let's see what hacks are there for us from Spirit to help us to navigate our way ahead this week. Okay, so let's see what energetic weather do we have for the beginning of this week, being Monday and Tuesday. This one grabs me. We have the Knight of Pentacles. This card speaks about slow but steady progress, slow, steady movement, laying foundations, I'm hearing. And foundations, especially where like work and money is concerned, being practical, being sure-footed. That's the vibe that I'm getting with this. Planning for the future, being practical. That's the energy I get for the beginning of the week from this card. Okay, so let's get some elaboration from the wisdom of the oracle. What guidance is here, please, for the beginning of this week? A leg up. Okay, tuning into the energy of this is about assistance, helping others, being helped. I'm also getting a sense of community with this card, right? So people working together, being sure-footed about making progress, teamwork, and also being assisted, by God, Source, Creator, Universe, people around you. I'm hearing Spirit say we're not alone. And I keep getting, again, this sense of community, like we're not alone. We can work together. We can all help each other towards whatever common goals we all have. And I just heard Spirit say loudly, you're being helped, okay? So in the beginning of this week, whatever it is that you feel that's in front of you, that's a mammoth task, you're not alone, you're being helped. Help is there, but we have to ask, of course, right? Okay, but also being open, I'm hearing when assistance just comes. Say, thank you, that'd be great, okay? All right, let's get some further elaboration from the angels and ancestors cards. Let's see, what do we have? This one actually fell out. Traveler, move in a new direction. Please notice this card is also to do with movement, okay? So being supported as we move forward, being supported in whatever actions we're taking, new paths, things like that. I want to read out the message of this. I feel like we need a little bit more. Let's see, Traveler. This card says, the road you are on may be the road less traveled, but this journey is going to be highly beneficial for your emotional and spiritual growth. If it isn't about covering outer distance, it's about covering distance within, and you'll be evolving every single moment of it. Remember to keep things simple and to lighten your load, because it'll make your journey more enjoyable. You're also being encouraged to see how far you've come and how you've really grown as a person, because this recognition will support you in going even further. And there's a good chance that along the way you'll make new friends who will become companions for a lifetime. Now, as I'm tuning into this, I have been getting the feeling recently that, okay, let me start again. Again, weird energy it seems. Okay, anyway, what I've been feeling recently, as every single week we've been talking about how we're changing, we're going from one reality, one way of being, one way of doing things, which was very linked to our past conditioning, past traumas, the old us. We were living there a lot. Now this year we are still progressing into a new way of being, a new way of thinking, a new way of doing things, creating new stories for ourselves that are a lot more empowering, a lot more simple. Okay, so in the beginning of this week, it feels like, yes, we are very much in this new energy at the moment. We've shifted timelines, we're changing, we're evolving. And in that process, it can really feel like unfamiliar territory, okay? Because now we would have let go of old limiting beliefs. So when we let go of old limiting beliefs, now in our minds, we're like, well, now what? Like, I always used to think like this, and I always used to think like that. Yes, it was uncomfortable, but it was familiar. Now we're stepping into a new way of being that is not familiar, okay? And what it feels like, what this card here is talking about, is as we move forward in the new, going in new directions, what's going to help us to remain sure-footed and to stay the course is to remember what we've already gone through, what we've already successfully managed to survive, if you will. The word survive comes up. So we've managed to survive various challenges and we've overcome them, and we're still okay. Like, we survived. And taking stock of all of that, successfully getting through this, that, and the other, really does give us motivation to trust the new unfamiliar territory that's ahead. But again, good to know we are being supported. We're not alone, okay? The Spirit is saying that's the whole point of this exercise, actually, is for us to realize that we're not single solitary beings. We're not alone. There is support, never mind from source, from spirit, from our spiritual helpers, but also from the people around us. Okay, we are supported, and as we support each other, we work as more of a united team, if you will. Okay, so it feels like a very productive beginning of this week, but a little not sure because it's unfamiliar. So what's going to help us to go forward is to remember how far we've already come. It'll give us the motivation and the ability to trust the way forward. That's the vibe that I get. Okay, while I'm hearing that, while I'm thinking about that, I'm hearing Spirit say also at the same time, see this as more motivation, like, because they're saying a lot of us are still contemplating, should I still do that thing? Or should I still go in that direction? Or should I, like, still on the fence? Spirit is saying, make your move. Okay, sorry, I'm just dropping my whole life on the floor here. Oh, sorry. Okay, so it's, Spirit is saying it's yes time. It's time. It's time to make changes, to whatever, get that new job, start that business, start that side hustle, move into that new house, whatever risks that you're feeling, or what you perceive to be a risk, go for it, do it. Okay, that's the vibe that I'm getting. Okay, so let's see what energetic weather is here for us now in the middle of the week. Let's see what guidance is here for the middle. The Empress. You can't make this up. Now, this card speaks about abundance, fertility, prosperity. Okay. So again, I'm hearing the word support. So whatever it is that's new that you're wanting to embark on, in the middle of the week, it looks like there's going to be the ability to be able to do that. In other words, maybe money will come from somewhere, or whatever. You're going to get what you need to do what you need to do, I'm hearing. The support is there, okay? I hear the word nourishment, and I keep getting drawn to her tummy, which is the earth. I'm getting with this a sense of being more sustainable, more self-sustainable. This came up in a reading previously as well, where we're needing to look at, maybe, is it possible for us to grow some of our own food? Is there a way to be more sustainable? Because the earth, shame, she's struggling, eh? And they're saying, never mind the earth herself, but earth's people also. There is so much going on in the world, as we know, okay? And they're saying this is why we're being called, all of us, to work together, to stick together. Those days of being solitary are over. You know, no man is an island, as that saying goes. We've got to work together. I mean, can you just imagine if we could all work together and support each other and have each other's backs? Like, they're reminding me of how it would have been yonks ago when we were still like cavemen and things. Like, we lived in villages, right? Everybody looked after everybody. We don't do that anymore. How many of us don't even know who our neighbors are? Okay, so can you imagine if we all pull together as a community with a common goal in mind? Can you just imagine? Anyway, so middle of the week looks like quite a fertile time for getting things done. Okay, let's get some elaboration from the wisdom of the oracle for the middle of the week for all of us. Exchanging gifts. You can't make this up. Okay, now when I tune into this is again about community support, things like that. Like, what have you got excess of that you can maybe swap with your neighbor who has something that you need and they have an excess of? Because what I'm getting with this is, and this is going to sound a bit far-fetched, but not so much. They're showing that there is going to come a time eventually where the way that we live now is not going to be sustainable anymore. Okay, where like the big corporate industries and things it's not going to be the same. And they're showing here specifically to do with things like day to day, where let's say you grow some of your own veggies, and maybe Susan next door grows some amazing herbs and you swap. Okay, it's a silly example, but they're showing that's kind of where we're going. It's like we're gonna become, I want to say, a bit more off-grid as time goes, or maybe the better word is self-sustaining. Okay, they're saying just think about it. Think, what do you have that you can swap with somebody else? Okay. Also, they're saying on a more practical level is, what gifts or skills or talents do you have that you can swap with somebody else? Like, let's say you're brilliant at woodwork. It's just something you're so good at doing. Maybe you can build, I'm guessing, a greenhouse for John around the corner, and in return, John fixes your car. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like we're going to start living like that a little bit more, where money is not so important. I'm not saying this is going to happen tomorrow, but it feels like this is a gentle process where we're going to start to see value in ourselves more, in the skills and the things that we have to offer, like swapping, like the card says, exchanging gifts. What are you good at that you can swap with John and Susan up the road that are good at things? They're saying think about it, because, and they're also showing it's not born from a place of desperation. It's born from a place of, that'd be pretty cool. I know John is a mechanic and I'm pretty good at building stuff. I can build him something and he can fix my car, right? Things like that. Think about it, okay? But also they're saying, and specific for this week, they're showing that there's going to be some fertility where career and work is concerned, okay? So exchanging your gifts, your skills, your work, whatever it is you do for a living, and maybe getting a new job. Maybe you're going to start a business where you exchange your services or your products and you get paid. It just feels like an evening out, like finding a balance in the middle of the week when it comes to money, career, sustenance, the earthy stuff, okay? All right, let's get some elaboration from the Angels and Ancestors deck for us for the middle of this week. Stand your ground, mountains. Okay, stand your ground, boundaries with others. True colors. People are showing their true colors. This follows on from last week, where a lot of the truth is being revealed. People are showing who they really are. And they're also showing this exchanging of energy in relationships. So as we are figuring out our worth and our value, again, let's say I'm a good carpenter, John is a mechanic, we switch, we do things for each other. The same applies when it comes to our relationships. In other words, maybe if some of us are going to realize, hold on, I've been giving that friend or whoever so much of my energy and so much devotion and dedication, but I'm not getting the same back from that friend, right? And then you'll be able to see, okay, let me address the balance here. How can I negotiate what I'm offering, or whatever the case is? It's just seeing a lot more of people's truth, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it'll encourage us to have a look at our boundaries a bit better. Boundaries with people, things like that, okay? Shifting dynamics in relationships, friendships, etc. All right? So, and I'm also hearing standing your ground when it comes to your worth. So this could also be applicable to work, to business, to career, to thinking, is my output in the work that I'm doing matching the input, as in the income I'm receiving? How can I work the balance there? Okay? And I'm hearing Spirit say, be vocal. That's what this is all about, this stage of evolution that we're in. It's about being true to ourselves. No people pleasing. Tell it how it is. Okay? All right, let's see. What energetic weather do we have for Friday and the weekend? I'm just getting a huge sense of teamwork overall here. Teamwork. Everybody playing a very important role in the team. Sorry, I'm just throwing all my cards all over the place here. Okay, let's see. What do we have for Friday and the weekend? What energetic weather is here? The Knight of Swords. Positive forward movement. Being very logical in our thinking. Seeing the bigger picture. What I love about this card, it always stands out for me how this man is really chasing after that eagle there, but why must he run at full speed if there's a motorbike that'll get him there faster? Okay? So keeping it simple, right? One step at a time. Please notice all the movement in these cards this week. All the movement energy. Life's moving forward. They're saying that's what the general energy of this month of October is actually all about. And we can thank the eclipses for that, because eclipses are course correctors, as we know, and they bring about change, and that change propels us forward. It catapults us forward. But in going forward, we need to try and do things as simple as we can. Don't overcomplicate things. Be logical. All right, let's get some elaboration now for this Friday and the weekend from the wisdom of the oracle. Let's see. Yin, receive. Allow yourself to receive. We need to breathe in. We can't only breathe out. Be open and receptive to what is good. I'm hearing no resistance, no overthinking, no thinking, well, it can't be like this, it can only be like that. Surrender, be open and receptive, and be grateful for all the good that is coming to you now. Okay? Keep it simple as you go forward. All right, let's see. What do we have from the angels and ancestors now from Friday and the weekend? This one grabs my attention. Again, elder, move beyond ancestral patterns. Now, we've all been doing this now for a very, very long time. And it just feels like there's another layer of it. Okay? So in this week, in this process of positive forward movement, okay, working as part of a team, asking for the help and expecting to receive it, we might feel triggered. Those old fears might come back to the surface and say, well, what if it doesn't work out? What if I'm not worthy? What if I'm not good enough? What if I'm just being ridiculous? Who do I think I am? Okay, it's a pattern, okay, that needs to be released. Now with this, I'm also being reminded the veil is very thin in October, okay? So we might have, I'm hearing prophetic dreams, dreams that are connecting us to our ancestors, our loved ones that have gone before us. We might feel a much stronger connection from them. And I'm hearing Spirit say support, that you'll be receiving a lot of support from passed over loved ones that have gone before you, okay? And I'm hearing Spirit say they're cheering us on, because what we are accomplishing now in this generation now is maybe what prior generations had only wished for, okay? So therefore I'm hearing Spirit say, take pride in your achievements, because you are moving forward way better than you could ever realize. Okay, we are achieving as a collective in this one lifetime now way more than what our ancestors ever did, right? So I'm hearing Spirit say, take pride in your achievements, because also in so doing, as I mentioned before, it motivates us to keep going. Because if we've already managed to achieve this and that and the other, and we've already managed to get through this, that and the other, can you imagine what else we can do? Okay, so very interesting. Okay, so let's now get some guidance from the Gateway of Light activation, just to finish out this reading and see what do we have for this week that is going to give us clarity and guidance on how to navigate this week to the fullest. What guidance is here for all of us? This one. Ancestral realm, karmic release, healing the lineage boundaries. Beautiful card. What sticks out for me here is this, like a gateway. It's like a portal. And that's what October is, right? So it feels like we're moving through a portal. Yes, we are. We're going from 3D to 5D. We're going from old stories, old patterns, to new ways of being, okay? What sticks out for me also, this looks like Kundalini energy, okay? But what really sticks out is that yellow flame. For me, that's the power center, the solar plexus chakra, which is the seat of our personal power. Okay, let's read out the card. Let's see, what does it say? Ancestral realm. It says, this card initiates healing on all levels, but particularly on the family line. There may be some ideas and beliefs in your family that you find limiting or negative. Know that they need not be your truth. You have the opportunity to go beyond the challenging energies of your family lineage. If you are in a particularly challenging time or facing energies that are harsh and even overwhelming, the energy of your ancestors is with you now. They are here to hold a sacred and safe space so that you can rest. Your ancestors are surrounding you now. They are here to seek forgiveness for any harmful decisions that were made without full awareness, and for any negative effects those are having on you now. If you have found that a particular family member has been difficult, or a relationship has been negatively impacted because of situations or ideas that stem from the past, know that a great cleansing is taking place at this time. The ointment for the wound is the energy of forgiveness. This isn't about accepting what happened as fine, but realizing that the energies of the past no longer govern your present. It's about choosing to create your own happiness and live from your own heart. Keep your boundaries strong, but be open to carving out a new path. Which brings me back to the beginning of this week with these two. Okay? Moving on to better things, doing things differently. And that is going to feel unfamiliar, and it's going to feel frightening, because we've all been conditioned by society, our upbringing, our ancestors. Well, things have always been done this way. Now, all of us are choosing to think differently, do differently, be different. And it's going to feel scary, okay? But we have to trust it. And in that process of trusting, we also need to have boundaries, okay? Very interesting. Okay, let's pull another one just because we can. What else do we need to know about this week that is going to be beneficial for all of us? Hathor light codes, light immersion, full system upgrade, power recall. Here's this power energy again. Okay, remember I said here, this feels like solar plexus, Kundalini energy. Okay, let's see what comes up with this now. Okay, let's see. What do we have? What do we have? Okay, the message of this card is, this is a light immersion. You are experiencing a full system upgrade. Side note, it feels like we're doing this every single week, just saying. Anyway, yeah, I'm hearing my guide say it because it never ends. He's reminding us we signed up for this, remember? We chose to come to Earth at this time, in the here and the now, to upgrade the consciousness of the planet. The Mother Earth has been going through the same pattern over and over again, and the pattern has now got to end with us, this generation. We are the game changers, okay? The infinite solar light of the Hathors, okay, is surrounding you now. This is a time of expansion and excitement. You are filled with unlimited potential. The gifts that you were once, the gifts that were once in darkness are now being brought into the light. The parts of yourself that were once hidden are now being seen. Life is being restored. If you have been experiencing sluggishness or tiredness, this is now being washed away. Something ancient has awakened within, and you are remembering why you are here. Welcome home to your light. Brings us back to this card here. Your skills, your gifts, your talents that you were born with, it's time to use them, okay? Think outside the box. What can you offer the world that has value? Whether it's in a job, whether it's a hobby, whether it's a side hustle, what have you been burying? What have you been hiding that you can offer the world and get paid for? Or exchange with your neighbor John down the road, or whoever has something that you could use, okay? Now is the time for us to step into our potential. No more hiding, I'm hearing. Okay, well, that's very, very interesting. So I hope that helps. Another thing I'm feeling guided for is surrender. I feel like we need to surrender a lot this week. So let's get the surrender deck. Just hold on. Okay, where is this deck? Okay, yeah. Thank goodness this chair has wheels. Okay, let's see. What do we have to surrender this week in order for our journey forward to be a little lighter and a little easier? What do we need to surrender this week? This one. Surrender the drama. It says, no matter how emotionally charged the situation, remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. Staying centered will help resolve the issues more quickly. Surrender the drama, okay? And this especially ties up with that relationship overhaul, I feel, that is going on at the moment. We don't have to be dramatic about it. We just need to be in our truth and in our peace, okay? Let's pull another. We're on a roll here. Let's pull another. What else do we need to surrender this week that's going to be helpful? Surrender to Spirit. Once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine. Let Spirit work its magic for you. How beautiful is that card? Because what they're reminding me of here, again, is that analogy of when we need something, right? We start something new. Let's use a seed as an example. You put in the ground, you feed it, you water it. That's all you can do. You feed it, you water it, you walk away, you do something else. You don't keep yanking it out the ground to see how it's doing. It's going to die, okay? So once you've taken your actions this week, you've done whatever it is that you need to do that's going to help you and support you in moving forward. Once you've done that, surrender it, give it to God, Spirit, Universe, Creator, whatever word you want to use, and go find something else to do, okay? That's the magic I'm hearing. Okay, well, there you have it, guys. It seems like quite a productive, quite a nice week, actually. Energetically draining, though, I'm hearing Spirit say, because growth is tiring. It is exhausting. So be very kind. Let's be kind to ourselves this week. Let's stay grounded. Let's stay hydrated. And let's stay out of the drama. So, sending you all so much love. Thank you once again for being here. And have an amazing week ahead. Take care and keep well. Bye.